All right, thank you, Cassie. Now to the Frisco Track Meet stabbing trial. Carmelo Anthony accused in the death of another student, Austin Metcalf. Jury selection resumed this morning in Collin County. Nearly 600 potential jurors were originally summoned. That number was narrowed to about 250 who returned today for more questioning. Senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez is with us live now from the Collin County Courthouse. So, Rebecca, where does the jury selection process stand at this point?
Well, Jason, the questioning is over now, and now it is time for these attorneys to do the most important work so far in this trial, and that is to determine who is going to be on this jury. They spent all day questioning the jurors, the potential jurors, about everything from race, age, self-defense, how they felt about certain topics. All of this to determine who is going to be on this jury that will eventually determine the fate of Carmelo Anthony, Jason.
All right, so Rebecca, you've covered a bunch of high-profile trials over the years here in North Texas. Was there anything about this jury selection today that stood out to you as kind of unusual compared to the others?
Yeah, Jason, the first time I saw actually the prosecutor tell the jury panel that it was the first time that he's ever had to have a conversation with them about race. He says in 30 years he's never had to have that conversation with potential jurors. And then the defense did something I've never seen a defense attorney do. He asked them a question off topic. He asked them how they felt about the current immigration policy. And so what these attorneys are trying to do is uncover any biases or prejudices that any of these potential jurors might have that would keep them from being fair and impartial.
All right,
Jason.
So what happens here, Rebecca, if one side or the other determines that they don't want a potential juror to end up on the panel? How are those jurors actually removed from being on the jury, and what happens next there?
Well, Jason, so far 100 jurors have already been released because they were way down in the jury pool. They had 250, so 100 of them were immediately released. And now the defense gets 10 strikes. That means they can remove 10 people. Prosecutors can remove 10 people. The judge can remove as many people as he wants. And so they're going over all of those questionnaires and all those answers that they got today when they were voir diring or individually questioning some of these jurors. And they're going to narrow it to 12 people and 6 alternates by the end of today. That's 18 people, and the judge said that he is not going to let them know which ones are actually going to be on the actual jury and the actual 6 alternates, and that's by design, I think, Jason.
All right, interesting stuff there, Rebecca. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. We know a lot of people are watching this trial very closely, and if you are one of them, be sure to join us on WFAA Plus for our streaming special every night at 8 p.m. after court has been in session. We'll have expert analysis on what has happened in the courtroom on that given day. WFAA Plus, of course, free to download straight to your TV.